Hey y'all, what's up? Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to the channel, honey. Welcome back to another conversation about Carlee Russell and primarily her parents. Okay. We got into some things last night because we do know that Hoover PD came out with a statement. They gave us additional details, and they also are going to be doing a press conference on today, which we will get into later. Should they give us anything to really discuss, we shall see. But in the meantime, in between time, there was a statement that was put out by Carlee's parents after said interview that they did over on the Today Show. So they came out and they had a few things to say, and they wanted everybody to know in the general public that they will not be bullied. Okay. Y'all are not going to bully them for whatever reason that may be on the table. Okay. So I definitely want to go ahead and get into what those parents had to say. So let me go ahead and pull this news article up so that we all can get into it. All right. Now, shout out to WBRC, honey. Okay. It looks like they did a great job of kind of like making notes of the updates, right? For each update, I like how they kind of organize things on their website. So, shout out to them. But let's go ahead and get into this news article. They're saying Hoover Police released new details in Carlee Russell investigation. Calls press conference for Wednesday afternoon. They're saying Carlee Nicole Russell, a 25-year-old black female who is 5'4", between 150 and 160 pounds, resides in Hoover, was reported missing on July 13th. Now, they did give us an update, which was yesterday night, letting us know that the Hoover Police Department released new details in their investigation of what happened between Carlee Russell's disappearance last Thursday night, July 13th, and her return home on Saturday night, July 15th. Among the new details, police say after leaving the Colonnade Thursday, she went to Target on Highway 280 and purchased snack food that wasn't found in her car when they found it on the side of the interstate. When they found her car on the side of the interstate, and that's Interstate 459. Police also say they have found no evidence of a toddler walking down the interstate. Now, real quick, before we go further, when it comes to the snacks, I was wondering whether or not she ate those snacks along the way. Maybe she ate those snacks before she, got to whatever destination. But it seems like she could have possibly, I guess, taken the snacks with her. Or as I told y'all last night, if the kidnappers that snatched her up saw it, they could have snatched her as well as, those snacks or something. So it was something about those snacks that was very important for them to let us know that's what she did. So not only did she stop by Tzatziki's, she also stopped by Target to pick up a few snacks as well. And that wasn't found in the car, not a wrapper, nothing. Let's say I got some Starbursts, I open them up. I'm probably going to sit something somewhere. If I got some chips, if I'm being snatched, then they might still be in the car if I've already opened them. But if she was planning on eating dinner, what would really be the need to open up the snack? Maybe that was just something she was going to have for later. So I'm not sure. Like I said, guys, her statement, according to her mom, is that she was indeed abducted. And if that is the case, I'm believing that those people that took her likely took those snacks as well. But I will say this, okay? I know a lot of people are discrediting this young lady's story. And in all honesty, I feel like that is what Hoover Police Department is doing as well, but they are doing it in pieces, which they might feel is the best thing for them, instead of coming out all at once and saying, hey, she's not telling the truth. Okay, we found no evidence of a kidnapper or whatever. So instead of them just actively saying we found no evidence of this or that, it just seems like what they're doing is every time they investigate something and they get the determination of what that is, they come out with that. So they came out and said there's no evidence of a toddler walking down the interstate. We did our due diligence on that. If anybody has any questions on that, we can prove that because we did that. We can't speak on everything else, right? So then now they're bringing up these snacks or whatever. So it seems like to me that they are slowly discrediting her story. Now, I want to hear what you guys have to say about that down in the comments. Okay, so let's go ahead and keep going. Now, they go on to say, we're told a surveillance video from Carlee's neighborhood shows her walking alone down a sidewalk before getting to her home. Police also say when first responders arrived at her home, she was conscious and speaking to them when they arrived. Okay. Hoover PD says they are waiting for a chance to get a second interview with Carlee. This is something I've already told you guys that's how it's going to go. They're going to need an interview. Shoot, if they need a third, they're going to go back and get a third. So the statement that the attorney allegedly or whoever provided this statement to her mom saying that she has already given them a statement to help them with their case, obviously the statement she gave was not enough. And the initial, like I feel like with the initial one, it wasn't a lie. I don't even know what they could have asked her, but clearly it was not enough. So I didn't like how that was worded, in all honesty, to make it appear as though Carlee has been, cooperative and she's, done her part, and it's nothing else that the police need to do but investigate. And then y'all just have to wait. And it's like, yeah, of course they got to investigate. It could take some time. They want to dot all, cross all I's, dot T's, whatever the case is, however it goes. They want to make sure that they got everything in order. So I definitely get that, but don't make it seem like she's not going to be further needed to make this make sense for everybody, because a lot of people, they upset that people got questions and stuff, but girl, the police got questions too. They trying to make it make sense. Of course, that's their jobs, but I guess since it's their jobs, other people don't have a right to question, which I disagree with. So, yeah, they trying to make it make sense for themselves too, and why they deployed all of these resources and stuff to go out and find a person that could have potentially, because I don't know, could have potentially not been missing, right? So if her mama going on the show saying that she was abducted, yeah, they finna research this even more. Well, her mom is saying that her daughter said that this is what happened. So let's make sure, like, we need to talk to her then. If this is what she said, we need to get more details so we can get these people off the streets, right? So there's that. All right. So the press conference will be going down on today. Now, what I really came here was to let you guys know what her parents said, because this update came in at 4:00 in the afternoon on yesterday. And I did not see this until after we did our live on last night. Okay. So just want to get into that. They're saying Carlee's mother, Talithia Robinson Russell, released the following statement. She says, on behalf of Carlee Russell and her family, we first want to sincerely acknowledge and thank everyone for all your prayers, rewards, contributions through Crime Stoppers, and all the numerous acts of kindness shown to us. We ask God to perform, and he did. We understand and appreciate the sincere concern. However, we would like the public to understand a few things. Okay. A few things. Okay. That means she's going to get into the nitty gritty with some people. She says, first and foremost, Carlee's physical and mental well-being is our immediate concern. This has been a traumatic experience for Carlee, and secondly, for our family. Secondly, this is an outstanding investigation, and we have fully cooperated with authorities from the onset and will continue to do so. Carlee has given detectives her statement, and hopefully they are pursuing her abductor. It will be up to law enforcement to determine what information they want to release and when they want to release this information, as to not compromise this investigation. Okay. Let's keep going. They say, furthermore, we understand there are some questions about the reward donations through Crime Stoppers. It is my understanding from information I received when the reward was set up that any donations received that were not used for the reward would be returned to each donor. Lastly, when we initially asked for the help of the public in searching and praying for Carlee's safe return, we asked for sincere prayers, not prayers or support that came with strings or entitlement. We have created nor authorized any GoFundMe accounts nor solicited money from anyone. Okay. I'm kind of glad they cleared that part up, because I definitely saw some things where I definitely saw the GoFundMe, and we saw it on the page as well, where a news article, I believe it was Alabama.com, where they linked that GoFundMe that was put up after Carlee arrived home. I've also seen statements where people said that they were upset because they sent money allegedly to this family via Venmo, PayPal, CashApp, and things. So this is the parents saying they never authorized, any GoFundMe accounts nor solicited. Okay. So they never asked for any money from anyone. So I don't know who y'all, this is what the family saying. I'm not sure who y'all may have sent y'all money to or whatnot. You know, they debunking that story. Okay. So they're clearing that up. But they did go on to say, please understand our mental state and the anguish we have just experienced and that Carlee is still dealing with, and understand that no matter how many demands or false narratives that are produced, okay, that are produced, we will not be bullied into doing anything that would compromise our daughter's mental well-being or the investigation. Listen, I'm with them on that, honey. I'm with them on that. Don't do nothing to compromise. Don't do nothing to compromise, honey. Because this is how I'm also looking at it. The parents can only go off of what their daughter is telling them. So if she's saying this happened to her, they're trusting and believing their daughter. Now it's up to the police to make the determination on whether the daughter is being honest or not. Okay. And it seems like the police have not gotten a chance to talk to Carlee yet. So then that's my question. Are y'all allowing her to talk to the people so that they can find said abductor that's out there? Because they're going to need all details. They're going to need as much as they can get from this young lady in order for them to conclude their case. You see what I'm saying? Because what did they say? Where was that part at? I'm trying to, because they did say something about the abductor. I don't know where it was, but basically they've been participating, helping out the police with this investigation so that they could go out there and find the abductor. Okay. So this is what they're saying. But let's keep going because there's more. They say also, we will not entertain the negative social media comments with a response. So you find someone to do it. Oh, girl, we know the mama that wrote this, honey. God has been too good to us and brought our daughter safely home, and we will not participate in allowing this moment to be tainted. Okay. Then goes on to say, there is one terrible and heartless hoax we want to address out of several. I received a text at some point. Okay, hear this out. Hear this out. They said, I received a text at some point from someone claiming to be Carlee and that she was at the Red Roof Inn. However, when my family went there and knocked on doors and looked for her, and there was no indication Carlee was there, nor that she had ever been there. So this is what this is what I believe the mama is addressing. Okay. So here's my thing. When this story started to come out about a 911 call and people being at the Red Roof Inn, the family did indeed call 911. That did happen. We did hear the audio. And remember, I told y'all one of those Russell family members posted on social media that it wasn't true, and everybody ran with what that person said. Now, when I went to this young lady's page, she shared her cousins or whoever this girl, whoever Carlee is to her, she shared this post a few times, but in between making those posts for me, it was giving, girl, you so detached from your family member that I don't think you really care for real, because in the very next post and then some after, you over there talking about put your cootie twine on somebody's face and all this and that and whatever. Like, girl, my cootie twine been all over his face, woot, woot, woot. And I'm like, girl, how do we go from looking for my family member, please help, to this right here? You know what I'm saying? And I get it, you might be feeling that way, but I don't think that should be on your page. So I just wasn't taking them serious. So I said, based on you posting this shows how detached you are from your family member, in my personal opinion. So how do you know if it's true or not? I don't even think that you're close enough to the family to even know if it was true, in my personal, right? So now the mama is coming out. In my opinion, I do believe this is the mama, because the daddy ain't been saying that. The mama has been the spokesperson, right? I feel like, in my opinion, the mom is coming out and she's clearing up that story. Number one, she's confirming that whatever we heard on that audio, that was a fact. They did hear it on that audio, but it wasn't a situation where the daughter called, because that was one of the alleged stories. They were alleging that Carlee called them from the Red Roof Inn, and they're saying, no, that's not what happened. Somebody else texted me. I received a text at some point from someone claiming to be Carlee and that she was at the Red Roof Inn. However, when my family went there and knocked on doors and looked for her, there was no indication Carlee was there, nor that she had ever been there. Now, see, is what she's saying. Okay. Now, before I even saw this statement, I did see some people alleging, before this statement was ever made, that she was at the Red Roof Inn, and then they mentioned the family went to the wrong one. So I'm not sure, but I did tell y'all when that 911 call came through about their Red Roof Inn, I said that could have been anybody calling, saying that they were family and this is where they are. But either way, the mother is validating that they did go. They did pull up. It wasn't her. She wasn't there. They had no indication that she had ever been there. So that was somewhat of a truth story, while the family member was over there saying that it wasn't. Okay. The mother goes on and says any further questions or comments about the case will need to be directed to Hoover Police or the ABI. Okay. So that's what's going on with the family. It seems like the mama got with the attorney, allegedly, and they wrote this together and then came to the front to address a few things with the people. And I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it. Come in, come through, and address whatever it is that you need to address with the people. You feel what I'm saying? I think that was pretty much it. On this article, they just go in to talk about the statement that we read in the previous video last night on the live from Carlee's job. They came out and gave their statement, but of course I did not like some of the things they said in this statement, because they kind of confirmed that some of the allegations people are making about things that happened between Carlee and her job were true, whereas some things weren't true. But I feel like people are going to take what they want, so they're going to take that negative part of whatever they said. So they, because they didn't clear what was true versus what was not. They just said some of it was factual and some of it wasn't factual. Okay. We also went over the Hoover PD statement last night as well. Okay. So I just wanted to bring this to you guys real quick. We are hoping to see this press conference later today and hoping to get more details to find out what's really been, going on. Again, I don't think we're going to get a whole lot because the police are still waiting to have yet another interview with Miss Carlee. So hopefully, prayerfully, when they come out and they give this press conference, they also give answers to questions versus standing up there saying, I don't have that. I can't talk about that right now. We don't know that. I don't have that answer. Because if that's what it's going to give, you could keep it. Okay. But that's all that I got. You guys go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about everything that I just discussed. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.